better than this. From the drive to the pass.
That's the other guard position. Clyde Drexler.
One shot in the NBA. You can catch me at the park, man, shooting the three.
That's forward. Chris Mullen.
Now they watch me on TV.
At the other forward position, Kevin Garnett.
Gotta love this game. Love when the crowd yells my name.
At center, Shaquille O'Neal.
30 teams, 82.
Welcome, everyone. It's nearly game time here in Springfield, Massachusetts. The visiting 90's East All-Stars will square off against the 90's West All-Stars here at the Legends Arena. Hello there, along with Kenny Smith, Kevin Harlan on hand. Craig Sager will join us a bit later.
Kevin, it's always exciting to see two of the elite teams in the league go head-to-head. Games like this are how you measure yourself as a team. Are you good enough to beat the best?
Now as we get set for the game to begin, let's take a look at the Toyota key matchup of the game. Kenny?
Kevin, there are two guys out there who I really think have the potential to be difference makers in this game. Garnett is a supremely talented player. He has a phenomenal touch on the interior. He's shown time and time again that he can get to the rim and finish with defenders hanging all over him. On the other end of the court is another guy who can simply take over the game. Mourning is generally considered to be the most dominant center in the NBA. He's an outstanding defender in the low post, thanks to his imposing physique and outstanding timing.
Now let's take a quick look at the starting lineups as we're just about ready to get this one started.
The 90's West are a bunch of greyhounds with excellent speed. The 90's East have some solid low post defenders who can lock you down in the paint.
Well, it's time for the tip-off. Let's get underway. The 90's East get the tip, and we're underway. Passes to the left side. Passes to O'Neal. O'Neal botches the dunk. To Drexler. Drexler spins. Sails in. Hardaway gets the rebound.
Drexler is never afraid to finish in traffic, but the pile-up in the middle managed to stop him cold.
Lets it fly from the wing. Fired short, but gets the kind roll and goes in. They're down 2-0. The pass to Mullen. Passes it to Drexler. 13 feet out. Bounced off back iron and in.
Well, he made that one, but it sure wasn't the best shot selection. With so much time left on the clock, you ought to work it around and look for a better shot.
Terrific swat to send it away. The 90's West All-Stars with the ball. Right around 4 minutes left in the first. Steps back. 7 on the shot clock. Tries to back him in. Fires. Team off target from 15. Let's send it down to Craig Sager.
Well, guys, I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the 90's West All-Stars. I asked him what he thought would be the key against this tough defensive squad. He said, we just need to execute our offense. If we do that, I like our chances. A confident statement. We'll see if they can get it done.
Thanks, Craig. The inbound to Hardaway. The 90's East All-Stars with the ball. They're down by 2. Dish inside. Count the basket by O'Neal.
You knew that one was good as soon as he released it. That shot is money in the bank.
The 90's Western All-Stars bring it up. Just over 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Passes to Mullen. Dumps it down low. The tough shot. Hammer. And he'll go to the line.
Shooting 2.
Can't sink the first. He sinks the second. The 90s Eastern All-Stars bring it up. 2:57 left in the first. Passes it to the left corner. To Morning. Pass, right side. Fires the three. O'Neal snatches the offensive rebound. Pass to Miller. Robbed by Drexler.
Protecting the ball is first priority. You cannot start thinking ahead and lose track of the handle.
The 90s East All-Stars with the ball, and it's a one-point game. Morning hits front iron and bounces in. Passes to the right side, bounces it to the middle. O'Neal backs down. O'Neal hits the back iron, but gets the lucky bounce.
It's great to see two players so in sync with each other. Perfect pass for a perfect finish.
Feeds it inside, takes the turnaround J. Good!
Morning.
Mullen inbounds it to Payton. 1:44 left in the first quarter. Passes to the right side. Mullen pump fakes. Passes it to the right block. Too long, and it was missed by Garnett. The 90s East All-Stars with the ball. They're up by one.
Miller.
Banked in by Miller.
Took it hard to the rack and laid it in softly. Beautiful, Kevin. Beautiful.
Skipped it to Mullen. Jacks up the triple. Miller reels in the defensive rebound. Tries the spin move. Swings it to Miller. Lets loose for three. Hits the left of the rim and gets the friendly bounce. Skips it to Mullen. Stop the run. Swishes it through.
His scoring ability is so valuable, Kevin. He's a guy you can rely on to make shots.
The 90s East All-Stars with the ball. It's a 4-point ball game. Passed it to the left side. Takes it up. Hill corrals the miss inside.
Turnover.
The 90s East with the last touch, and they'll turn it over. Duncan comes in off the bench.
Substitution on the court.
The 90s West All-Stars with the ball. They're shooting 44% for the quarter. Backs in. Passes to the left side. O'Neal tries to back down. From just inside the arc. On the money.
They say the mid-range game is becoming a lost art in the NBA. But you couldn't tell it by watching this guy play. Such a sweet stroke.
The pass to Miller. Tries to post him up. There's the horn. We've got a tight one at the end of one. It's 13-11. Kenny, what's the story so far?
Kevin, I've been especially impressed by two players. Miller has been solid in the first period. He's making his shots. We'll see if he can keep it up and take it up a notch in the second quarter. Drexler has been scoring well for his team, and he's done his part to keep him in it.
All right, Kenny, just moments to go here before the action resumes. Mullen inbounds to start the second quarter. Passes to Mullen. The rim-rattling dunk was ripped in by O'Neal.
O'Neal was not fooling around with that one. He threw it down with attitude.
Passes to Hill. Dumps it to the middle. The reverse. Duncan plucks it from the rafters for that rebound. The 90s West All-Stars with the ball. We've got a tie ball game here.
Drexler.
That last lay-in was good by Drexler. The 90s East All-Stars with the ball. They're 6 for 15 from the floor. Skipped it to the right side. Shoots. Buries the short-range jumper. The 90s West will take their first timeout of the game.
You don't want none. You don't want none of this. You don't want none of this. You don't want none. You don't want none of this. Can't handle none of this. You don't want none. You don't want none of this. You don't want none of this. You don't want none. You don't want none of this.
Gugliotta makes his first appearance. Mourning will come off the floor. The 90s Western All-Stars bring it up. Just over 4 minutes left in the half. Pass left side. Stuffed through by O'Neal.
Back and forth, back and forth. They just keep trading the lead. What a game.
The 90s Eastern All-Stars bring it up. They're down 17 to 15. To Hill. Hill with the crossover. From inside, hits the bottom of the net. The 90s Western All-Stars bring it up. They're shooting 61% from the field. Sprewell takes a step back. Sprewell backs down. Has top of the key. Petrovic anticipated the pass and cut it off. The break was not capped off by Hardaway.
Fighting for position under the glass is one of the little things that wins games. That's great work there.
Hit the front of the rim, but went in. Lucky bounce by Sprewell. The 90s East All-Stars with the ball. Just over 3 minutes left in the second. The pass to Hill. Skips it to the right corner. Johnson saw the pass coming and cut it off for the steal. Passes to the outside. Sprewell. O'Neal grabs the rock. Blocked. 2:53 left in the half.
He made that block look easy. That's how you're supposed to body up on a shooter and put the clamps on.
Sprewell soared for the magnificent rejection. Skip pass to Johnson. Backs him down. Lets it go from the wing. Too much mustard on that one. To Hill. Takes it in with the smooth finger roll. The score is tied at 19. Swings it to Gugliotta. Passes it to Johnson. Passes to Duncan. 5 on the shot clock. The shot from beyond the arc misfired by Sprewell. Dishes it down low. Sprewell jumped in front of the pass and came up with the steal. Passes it back to the right side. The pass to O'Neal. The 90s East will take their first timeout.
Boss players up like Iverson and shake up their knees. Automatic with the threes. Your weak team can't hold me. Cause when the game time is on me, I'm in the clutch like
Mullen will hit the floor. O'Neal will leave the floor. They trail by 2. To Hill. Skips it to Hardaway. Skip pass to Miller. From just inside the arc, O'Neal snatches it inside. The 90s Western All-Stars bring it up. They're 5 for 9 for the quarter. Clanked off the right iron by Johnson. The 90s East All-Stars with the ball. 1:22 left in the half. Mullen read that pass and picked it off. Johnson Kisses it off the right rim, then in.
Johnson did an impressive job there to lay it in with the big man lurking nearby. Nice soft touch.
Swings it to Weber. Unloads. Money on the jump shot.
90's West.
The 90's West will take a timeout here. Garnett comes in off the bench. Mourning will head to the bench. The 90's West All-Stars with the ball. 52 seconds left in the second. Skip pass to the left side. Powerful two-handed jam by O'Neal.
O'Neal played it safe on that jam. No need to get flashy.
The 90's East All-Stars with the ball. They can go 2 for 1. Passes to Hill. Passes to Hardaway. From 11 feet away. Nails it! The 90's Western All-Stars bring it up. They've been doing a great job so far sharing the rock on offense. The pass to O'Neal. Here comes the double team. Nice job on the assist by O'Neal.
That's good team basketball right there, Kevin.
The 90's East All-Stars with the ball. A chance to play for the last shot here. To Hill with the crossover. Passes it to the middle. Passes to O'Neal. Hammered in by O'Neal. Heaves up a prayer from beyond half court. Can't guide it in. And that concludes the first half. The score, 27-25.
Kevin, these teams match up well talent-wise. It's not surprising that we've got a close game so far.
Now that we have a little breathing, let's check out the Power Bar Triple Threat Halftime Report with Kenny Smith. Kenny?
Thanks, Kevin. The 90's West hold a narrow margin. O'Neal has been on an absolute tear. Every other play, he's ripping down a ferocious dunk. His aggressiveness has fired up the whole team. The 90's East are still in this game. Miller has been carrying the load for them. They're only a few shots back, so they're definitely still alive.
Thanks, Kenny. Now let's take a look at the team stats from the first half. The 90's West All-Stars have built a small lead in this hard-fought game. Both teams are very hungry for a win. Should make for a great second half. Let's send it over to Craig Sager for the Gatorade Around the Cooler update.
Well, guys, after the first half, I talked with the head coach of the 90's West All-Stars. He told me that he's really happy with the way they've been playing so far. They've been out-rebounded, and as far as he's concerned, that's not gonna cut it. He said we've got to go out there and clean the glass if we want to win this game. Guys?
All right, Craig, we should be ready to get going in just a moment. Garnett inbounds it to start the second half. Skips it to Mullen. Drexler can't nail the jumper. To Miller.
The defender was breathing right down his neck. No wonder he missed that one.
Drives the lane. Cranks it off the back iron. Dumps it inside. Inside. Bounces it off the left rim and in. The 90s East All-Stars with the ball, facing a narrow deficit. Skip pass to the right side. Passes it to the right block. He's doubled up. Nabbed away by O'Neal. To Drexler. The one-handed dunk was stuffed down by Drexler. They're 12 for 24 from the floor. Skip pass to Hill. Pass, right side, shoots it. Give the assist by Hardaway.
Great look, Kevin. He's always impressed me with his passing.
Swings it to Drexler. Drexler sizing up his man. Passes to the wing. O'Neal ties it up, and that's a jump ball. The 90s West get the tip. From just inside the arc, Mourning rips down the defensive board. The 90s Eastern All-Stars bring it up, and it's a 4-point game. Book that post shot by Hardaway.
He's not a born low-post scorer, but he sure got it done right there. Way to knock it down, young fella.
The 90s West All-Stars with the ball. They're shooting 53% from the field. Passes to Garnett. Swings it to the right side. Gives the up fake. Mullen. Mourning holds it in, and that's his 4th rebound thus far. The pass to Hill. Passes to Hill. With the fadeaway, hits the far iron, but it goes in.
Miller is lethal with the mid-range shot. Even great defense doesn't cut it against him.
Inbound pass to Payton. The score is tied. To Garnett. Skips it to the right side. Behind the arc. Yes! Hardaway brings it up. He's got 5 assists. Passes to Miller. Skips it to O'Neal. The dunk was just crushed in by O'Neal.
O'Neal practically ripped the rim off the backboard. He's just so strong.
The 90s Western All-Stars bring it up. 2:10 left in the third. Skip pass, right side. O'Neal tries to post him up. Stolen by Mourning. The finisher banks it in. Skip pass, left side, tries to back him in. O'Neal gets a grip on it, and that'll be a jump ball. The 90s West get the tip. The fadeaway gets nothing but net.
Mullen had a defender right in his face, so he went to the fade and drained it. That's a good move.
The 90s Eastern All-Stars bring it up. Just 1 point separating the teams. Puts up the tray. Tipped up and in. The 90s West All-Stars with the ball. They've been doing a great job so far sharing the rock on offense. Passes it to the left block. Garnett tacks in. The 9-footer was off target by Garnett. The 90s East All-Stars with the ball. 1:06 left in the third. Nice reverse jam by Hardaway. The 90s West call timeout.
90s West.
Duncan will hit the floor. The 90s Western All-Stars bring it up. They're behind 39-36. Backs down. Shoots. O'Neal corrals it, and that's his 5th rebound in this one. O'Neal brings it up the court. He's shooting 71% from the floor. Skip pass to Hardaway. Dishes to Hill. Takes the turnaround Jay. Money!
Nice shot. As soon as he turned around, he was locked and loaded.
The 90s West All-Stars with the ball. 28 seconds left in the third quarter. 5-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. From the corner. Ooh, offline. Picked off by Payton. Swings it to Mullen. Mullen crosses it over. Bounced it to Payton. The pass to Duncan. The tough shot. We have just finished the third quarter. The score, 41-36. We still have 1 quarter to go. Ken, any thoughts as to who will win the player of the game?
Well, it's a tough one, but I'll venture to guess. O'Neal has been holding his own out there, and they've got the lead. I won't be surprised if he gets the player of the game.
Thanks, Kenny. And without further delay, it's time to start the fourth quarter. Hill throws it in to start the fourth quarter. Passes to Mourning. Intercepted by Drexler. That's his 2nd takeaway of the contest. The finger roll was flipped in by Payton.
Payton wasn't flustered at all by the defender. That's a smooth lane.
Passes to the right side. Passes it to the right block. Elevates. Botches the two-handed dunk. The 90s Western All-Stars bring it up. They're shooting 50% for the game. Passes to the left corner. The 90s East were the last ones to get a piece of it before it headed out of bounds. To Payton. With the step back. Lets it fly from the wing. Kisses it off the glass. The 90s Eastern All-Stars bring it up, and it's a 1-point game. Passes it to the right side. From just inside the arc, Duncan grabs the rebound. Passes to Drexler. The bucket was set up with the dish by Payton. The pass to Hill. Hill, money from about 10 feet out.
That's what makes an offense flow. Good execution and smart shots.
The 90s West All-Stars with the ball. They're shooting 52% from the field. Skips it to Mullen. Skip pass to Mullen. Passes to Duncan. Releases. Misses the low percentage shot. They lead 43-42. Takes it up. Fired short, but gets the kind roll and goes in.
Perfect move for the perfect D. What a matchup on that one.
Inbound pass to Payton. The 90s Western All-Stars bring it up. Right around. 3 minutes left in the fourth. Swings it to Drexler. Powerful two-handed jam by Drexler. The 90s East All-Stars with the ball. 2:48 left in the fourth. Pass, right side. The pass cut off by Duncan. The handoff to Hardaway. To Hill. Passes to Hill. Pulls up, high post. He gets hammered and he'll head to the line. Duncan will come off the floor.
Substitution on the court.
He can't get the first. He sinks the second. The 90s West All-Stars with the ball. Still plenty of time left. The pass to O'Neal. O'Neal tries to back down. Takes the turnaround Jay. Hill hauls it down inside. Hardaway brings it up the floor. He's got 10 points. Here comes the double team. Taken away by Payton. That's his second takeaway of the contest. Lobbed it to Mullen. O'Neal knocked that one away, and that's his second block so far. Slam dunk by Hill.
Hill needs just a half a step on his man to throw it down. That was ferocious.
The 90s West All-Stars with the ball. 1:53 left in the game. Passed it to O'Neal. To Payton. Passes to Garnett. Tries to back him in. 6 seconds to shoot. Dishes it to the middle. O'Neal snags it. The feed to Miller. Garnett anticipated the pass and cut it off. They'll need to work quickly. Passes it down low. He's double-teamed. Swiped by Mourning. To Hardaway. Camped off with a dunk by Hardaway.
Beautiful finish. He brought it up high and hammered it down over the D.
The 90s Western All-Stars bring it up. They're 4 for 8 for the quarter. Pass to Drexler. Skips it to O'Neal. He's doubled up. Picked away by Miller. To Miller. 58 seconds left in the game. Miller spins. Drexler has picked up his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Payton has picked up his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting two.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Off on the second. To Payton, the 90s Western All-Stars bring it up. They're shooting 50% for the quarter. It's picked off by Hill. The 90s Eastern All-Stars bring it up. They're on a 10-2 run. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Hands it to Hardaway. Swings it to Mourning. They've got to rush it. Passes to Miller. Miller pump fakes. The three was nailed by Miller. The tray. Oh, off target. That's the end of the game. The 90s East beat the 90s West 54-44. It was a hard-fought game.
The 90s East worked to get high percentage shots and it paid off. When you give extra effort and make the extra pass, good things happen.
Thanks, Kenny. Now it's time to see the Toyota Player of the Game.
And with good reason, Kevin. He gave them an edge in this one.
You said it. Hill played great. 13 points, 5 assists, and he's our Toyota Player of the Game. And that about wraps it up. For Kenny Smith and Craig Sager, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports.